So we've tried it all. We tried to slay her. We tried to save her, and none of it worked. So in today's video, we're doing the one thing I can think of, considering this is a romance story. We gotta romance her. I don't know if this is gonna work out too well or not, but there has got to be some sort of ending that involves a little bit of romance in this game, and I'm going to find it. And I'm going to get to it. So let's get right into this. Alright.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
However, I do not need it. I am going to. I'm determined to save this princess, and we're going to do it by romancing the princess and making her our lovely princess girlfriend.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Alright.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Should we have talked to her first? I think we should have talked first.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
What if the narrator's like an actual character and he's the one that locked her down here and for no reason at all?
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the
sounds so
basement,
sweet.
but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
See, I feel like the narrator does that. I really do. I feel like the narrator does that on
Is
purpose.
someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Yeah, that it has to happen.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Shut up.
You make
think
your
I-
way
I
to the
think I
bottom
did
of the
this wrong.
stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Oh, yeah, I think I went down the wrong path? Question mark?
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Say,
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade
I
against
don't
the
like
ragged,
this.
self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut
Maybe?
into her flesh.
maybe I could still do it.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Seriously?
As the princess approaches the bottom
I think
stair,
I did this
your
wrong.
body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
No.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality
Why'd
of
she
what's
do
happened.
that? I mean,
Two
I
of
kind
you
of
made your
understand why,
choice.
but why?
It's over.
Like, we weren't trying to kill her.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
I don't know, man. Considering the narrator, like, manifests everything, maybe if he just shuts the fuck up, I could do what I want.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her.
Yeah, yada, yada, yada. Let's go ahead. I feel like I've already done all that, so let's just go ahead and go straight to the cabin and see if it's any
A
different.
warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat,
We've already
and
been
she
through
will
this.
do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If only you knew what you did to us, you villain. Excuse me?
Oh, we gotta
Forget
voice
he said anything.
the
But
spitting.
he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart.
Hey, maybe I
but he
still
won't
can
be able
romance
to
her.
withstand the power of our love. Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
All right, man.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
We're not taking
The
the
blade
blade.
is your implement.
Nope,
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
we're not taking it.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
You know, I kind of noticed that, like, I feel like the basement changes depending on how, like, our first ending with the princess
But
goes.
it's still a stone basement.
Like, we tried to
If the
save her,
princess
so now
lives
the
here,
basement looks
slaying her is
nicer.
probably doing her a favor.
See, like, how the basement looks nicer, like, when we try to save her, but then it looks worse when we try to slay her.
A
and
soft
stuff.
voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love.
Yes, we are.
Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing, and she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you? That's right, villain, and you killed us.
Villain.
Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
You're right, we're gonna save her. And we're gonna
We
fall in love with
damned
her.
a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Yes, I'm sure.
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Can we rescue her or should we talk to her first?
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I would if you had a weapon.
Oops. I didn't mean to skip that dialogue.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
Oh, look at her face, and you're talking about killing her, you bitch.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Shut up!
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now? That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
This is so cute.
I like to think that you do, actually.
Shut up!
Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
This is too cute.
I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
I love this. This is too
what
cute.
happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Oh, you bitch.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening?
Why can't I just have a cute ending for once?
You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
I don't like you, narrator.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Okay, yeah, you've got this.
You place your hand on the door, and the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Haha.
I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts, bound together as one. You and the princess make your way upstairs And the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late. You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
Good. I hope you do.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, we are.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Aww. This is so cute. I love this. This is such an adorable little ending.
A happy ending at last.
She's... Oh, I love the princess. She's too cute.
We did it. What should we do now?
Oh, what?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Oh. The vessel took her. No!
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a... mirror? Why is it here? Why now? What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. Do it then. End us all before I die of a broken heart.
You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze. When you see it, a figure faint and veiled into shadow. Just beyond the reflection.
I think you know what I am.
Yeah, that's the bitch! Oh, I hate you. What the fuck? What? The narrator.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help, after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
We finally get to see the narrator.
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore. I do. People out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Oh, wow.
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you. Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial.
So this is the narrator.
I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right. Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you, after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me. She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Oh, wow.
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Oh my god.
With some amount of difficulty, but you're an abstract concept yourself. It would have been preferable if you had destroyed
So
her
that's
within the
why we
confines of the
get-
construct, but when I shaped the two of you, I made sure that you were strong enough to see things through. I killed myself. It had to be done, really. None of this would have worked if I was still alive. Nobody living could know about her. So I am. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
Oh, wow. One last time. What the hell? What?
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Wow.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am. ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation? Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Wow. Oh my god.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words.
I don't want to
The
slay
final peace
her.
lies with you.
Free yourself. Wow, I can't. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning, not cosmic scale, but twisted and coupled and bound in agonized tension to a infinite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it did not yield.
I love you.
This is so... Well, you are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
Wow. Holy shit. I didn't get all the different vessels. I think there's more. Like, I feel like there's more. Well, I know there's more because I'm pretty sure my friend told me that. Wow. I love this game. Well, I guess that's it for now. So if I go to load game, it's still there. Okay, I guess I'll have to see what I have to do from here on out, but that, I don't know, guys. That ending was, like, beautiful to me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this series. If you guys want me to go through and try to get more vessels and try to maybe do the ending where we choose to slay her instead of not slaying her and letting her live, let me know. I'll probably do it anyway because I'm obsessed with this game and I want to see how that ending goes. But anyway, that is all for now. Bye.